L. Everywhere I look, L. Everywhere I turn, L, L, L. It was horrible. The devil, you are trying me. I'm dropping tears. Yo, like, God, it's only the start of the year. Can you give me a break? Hi. It's actually not funny.
Hey my loves, I forgot to film an intro for this video. I know, worst YouTuber of the world, but I hope you enjoy this.
Wig, let's get into all the drama, the real tea. Okay, so let's get into the real tea. Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's been going on? Why I fell off? Why I've ghosted everybody, including my friends. At the end of 2019, I was really questioning myself, questioning my purpose, just questioning a lot of things, and I was not moving with God, and that to me, it was bugging me. I didn't understand it. I would say this last period that I have had when I've fallen off has been probably one of the worst times of my life. I'm not crying, by the way. I've actually got a cold. It's been one of the worst times of my life, in a sense of I've just felt so low. I questioned whether or not I wanted to be here anymore. It was really, really bad. I was just in such a bad place. I used to be so confident and I used to be so positive. I stopped feeling like that, and that was an issue for me. I've been genuinely going through depression. I would wake up and be like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Or I would wake up and be like, you know, if I was walking one day and I saw a bus and I was like, if this bus hit me right now, I wouldn't care. And that's not a nice place to be in, and it's not an easy thing to talk about either. Your girl has been going through it. I don't want to get too deep into the ins and outs. The easiest thing for me to do, that I knew I had to do, was to isolate myself from everyone, including my friends, including family members. I literally just had to isolate myself from the world and just to focus on me. I felt like I needed to take a break for myself, for my sanity, for my spirituality, and I felt like it was what God wanted me to do. The whole of 2019, I achieved so much and I was so proud of myself, but I never really was putting God first. I never really was making God the center of all those things. I realized I'm not gonna make it nowhere without God. It was like God was trying to tell me, sis, you better sit down. Where, you know, when your parents are telling you off and they're like, sis, if you don't go and clean up your room and do X, Y, and Z, you ain't going nowhere. And you're thinking, oh. And then later on you're like, you know what, I hear it. When you get older, you're like, oh, you know what, my mom was telling me to clean my room because she was trying to teach me, you know, discipline, or she's teaching me cleanliness, and she's teaching me X, Y, and Z. It was kind of like that, and I felt like God put me in this position because he was trying to tell me what I have prepared for you is going to be so great that I need you to be so spiritually strong in what you're doing before I actually allow you to go there. I'm putting greatness over your life, and I genuinely believe that. I've always felt like I was never supposed to live a life of mediocrity. I was never supposed to be a person who was just gonna live average. I was always gonna be destined to be doing great things, and obviously when you're destined to do great things, you are prone to being, you know, under attack, or you know, things are prone to happen to you. Till this day, I'm still not 100%. Every day is I'm trying to get better, I'm trying to get better. One thing that has happened, and I'm so grateful for, is that my relationship with God has got a lot better. It's not 100%. I just had to get myself right. I was going through so much in my personal life, and it was pouring over into my professional life. I got to a point I didn't want to film. I just didn't want to do anything. And I had to detox properly, and I came off social media. I've not been active. In fact, I haven't even been speaking to my friends for about a month. And it sounds crazy. It's probably whoa, be careful, it's a bit risky. What it's taught me is, don't wait for people. Don't worry about how people feel. Do what you want to do. And not everyone's gonna understand what you're doing or why you're doing it, but as long as you understand it, and as long as that's what God has told you to do, then you need to move according, sis, because People love to be like hee hee ha ha when the results are in. If you know that this is what you need to do, then you need to do it. And I'm very much aware that there's people out there that look at me with evil eye. I'm not saying it to be like a paranoid or to think I'm very nice and da da da, but like, I just know these things. I know these things now because I know like God more. I'm trusting in God. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm trying to be that person that surrenders, not move on my own accord, but actually move how God wants me to move. That's the only way this is gonna work. I still don't understand where I'm going, how it's gonna happen, anything. But one thing I do understand is God loves me and I love God. I'm yearning and I want to know more. It might have come across like I've fallen off. I stopped doing a lot of like filming stuff. A lot of things were changing. I'm still trying to figure out what direction I want my career to go into. I kind of have an inkling, but yeah, I'm just like, I've just been in like a, even the way I'm talking is like I'm rambling. I started to feel sorry for myself, yeah, and I'm thinking, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, da 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 da. And then I started to realize, like, you know what, Josh, yeah, like, it's 2020. You said this was going to be your year, so why is it not your year, you know? It's fear, and God did not put fear in me. So why am I now moving, like, scared? It's okay to feel like you've fallen off. It's just if you fall off for too long, you don't get back up. And trust and believe me, I had fallen off. I'm just trying to get back up. Shout out to all my friends who, you know, were constantly checking up on me, even though I wasn't speaking to anyone. If I speak about it too long, I'll actually get sad and cry. All my friends that were like literally, you know, just messaging me, sending me voicemails, like, you know, just words of encouragement. A lot of people couldn't get through to me, so a lot of people were going to my sister, which I know, like, she was probably getting a bit annoyed, but she understood and she could also see that I wasn't in the best place. My mum was worried, everyone was worried about how I was, because I'm genuinely an outgoing person. So for me to be in a situation or a place where I've isolated myself and I'm like, you know, not on social media and I'm doing that, then it's a bit of like a shock. I just needed to be in a bubble with just me and God, figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do, what I'm being called to do, and be more in tune with God. For that, I'm genuinely, honestly and truly grateful. Like I said, it is a work in progress. In the place that I was, like, it's actually God who saved me from doing a madness. That's just the real. There's a lot of things that were changing. It left me feeling a bit uncertain. I like to be proactive. I like to know what I'm doing. Even in difficult situations, I'm always the person that's like, okay, what are we doing, babies? Like, I just like to know. Maybe it's a control thing. And that's also something I'm learning, because when you are trying to move with God, or you're trying to do things on God's term, it's just, you have to give up that control, because God will humble you. He will humble you and tell you, no, 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 that's not how I wanted it. And then if it doesn't want it like that, it's not happening. And you have to surrender that control. I think it's a very hard thing to do, because naturally as humans, we like to be able to control situations. I felt like I was in a stagnant place and I didn't know what direction I was going in. In this business, I've noticed it's kind of like things move really quickly. It's very fickle. So if you're not doing things, you kind of sometimes get to a point where you feel as if like you're missing out, or then you start going into that thing of like comparison. I didn't want to do that. It really can mess with your mental, which is another reason why I wanted to come off, just so I just didn't have, you know, like, you just don't want background noise. All these things happened because I was also going through things in my personal life and having things struggling in my personal life, and it was really bad. Then obviously now comes my career. I'm feeling like I'm stagnant. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm, you know, there's no sense of direction. I last year like worked my ass off. There's other things that I do as well that you guys don't get to see, or that I don't obviously post and stuff like that. Me, for example, trying to get my business sorted, I just felt like everything was just going wrong. Yo, like, God, it's only the start of the year. Can you give me a break? Seriously? You know, just taking L. Everywhere I look, L. Everywhere I turn, L, L, L. I'm just thinking, ah. Even like, for example, I was getting one time tickets, yeah? Like, I know it sounds so crazy and so dumb, yeah? But I was getting parking tickets, yeah? Every single day. My mum will come into my room and she'll be like, here, you got another ticket, here, you got another ticket, here, you got another ticket, here, you got another ticket. I said, hi, the devil, you are trying me. What's going on? Just £160 ticket a day. That's basically what I was having. I felt so helpless. There was one time I just broke down to my mum and I just couldn't deal. I really couldn't deal anymore. It was horrible. God literally gave me strength. Watch what you speak over yourself. Even like me, my friends would say stuff like, I'm gonna drop tears. You said you're gonna keep dropping tears, now you're dropping tears. And who you got to blame? No one but yourself. Oh. That's like the L's I was taking, just atrocious. I would see some of my friends, yeah, and they walk in a room, they just don't care. Also, another place where I kind of like let myself go is I put on weight. Like, oh my gosh, I put on weight. I put on so much weight. It was a joke. I'm trying to detox now anyway, because I'm gonna get back to like working out and eating healthy, just looking after myself. My body just looks like, who did you give birth to? My belly looking round, basketball, like nah, it's too much. It's actually not funny. I'm a comfort eater. They're eating food every day, eating food. Eating habits were so bad. KFC, alright, cool. What? KFC, what? Midday, I was getting just snack box. I moved on to two chickens, girl, and some mashed potato and some gravy and maybe a mini fillet if you're feeling naughty. I'm hungry now. I say that to say this. I was in that, you know that meme where the girl's like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
A mess. So I realised now I have so much to be grateful for. I have people that care about me. I have a great personality. The thing that I've always prided myself on is actually my personality. I can never second guess myself because God's given me these gifts, so why am I gonna second guess myself? I'm trying to do the things that make me happy. And if it don't make me happy, then it don't make sense. And you know what? Forget all the depressing stuff. I'm just trying to live my life, you know? Take this off. I don't want to go for too many baby hairs, but just a little bit. You know, you always got to top it up again, don't you? And everything in the world just feels like it's against you. It's so easy to be in such a negative place. I want to like encourage everyone, like, boom, you can see I try to lay it. All the information for the hair will be listed in the description box. It's really good so far. It does shed, I won't lie to you, it does shed a little bit, but I feel like that's just hair. It always sheds, but it's not too much shedding. That is basically my story. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you understand kind of like where I've been MIA. They try to hold a baby down, but they can never hold a baby down. Hope you have a blessed day, my loves. I'll see you in my next video. Girl.